Earlier today, we recognized some of our most extraordinary corporate leaders in the service movement. Corporations are vital players in our shared work, and the Home Depot has, for almost 30 years, been at the very forefront of corporate engagement and responsibility. The Home Depot is the official green sponsor for this conference, and they helped us to thoughtfully and creatively plan for a reduced carbon footprint this year. Reuse, recycle, reallocate, rethink became our planning motto. So please join me in welcoming and thanking Kelly Caffarelli, President of the Home Depot Foundation.
Thank you, Michelle. Hello, everybody. Thanks to Michelle and to the Points of Light Institute and the Corporation for National and Community Service, the host committee, and all of you for making this a productive, exciting, and inspirational conference. The Home Depot Foundation is honored to be the green sponsor of this year's conference. United We Serve has special meaning for this group this week. It's truly inspirational to have this gathering as the President and our First Lady call on our entire country to come together to strengthen our communities through service. For us, supporting the conference efforts to be more environmentally friendly was an easy decision because it's part of everything we do. Whether it's fulfilling our 10-year commitment to support the creation of 100,000 healthy, affordable homes and the planting of 3 million trees, or supporting the thousands of volunteer projects our associates complete each year through our Team Depot program, we integrate sustainability and all of the environmental, financial, and social benefits that brings into everything we do. This week, the Home Depot Foundation and Kaboom were particularly proud to announce the development of our eco-friendly service project guidelines. We developed this collaborative tool to help make your volunteer projects good for your community and better for the environment. Thinking about sustainability in your projects isn't anything new or revolutionary. If anything, it's about being more thoughtful about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what we're leaving behind. Hopefully, in every case, the legacy of a volunteer project is people who are more empowered, communities that are stronger, and an environment that's more sustainable. I know it may sound trite to say it, but service truly does have a multiplier effect. And that's true now more than ever as we become even smarter about how we mobilize volunteers. By including basic, environmentally friendly, and energy-efficient methods in service projects, we believe we have the potential to change the face of volunteerism in 3 key ways. First, our communities are the obvious beneficiaries. From lower energy bills to healthier indoor and outdoor spaces, the people living, working, and playing in these neighborhoods where we serve will see the benefits of this initiative on a daily basis for years to come. Secondly, millions of people volunteer with you each year. What a great educational opportunity. By exposing them to ways you've incorporated sustainable methods into your service projects, you have the potential to help them make their lives better, to make it healthier, more affordable, and better for the environment. Third, together, we can have an enormous impact on the health of our environment. As our global leaders debate the best ways to reduce carbon emissions and to protect our waterways, we can start doing our part today. We can save energy, conserve water, and reduce waste in every project we do. We have the power to minimize our impact on the environment with sustainable, thoughtful actions and projects. All we have to do is do it. And do it today. The economic and social realities facing working families and modest communities are now more important than ever before. We believe creating stable, healthy places for people to live is the cornerstone of creating stable communities. But that alone's not it. We need schools that prepare our children for success, jobs that allow our families to thrive, not just survive, safe places for our families to play and learn outdoors, and neighbors who are engaged and involved. You know the list. It goes on and on. If we want to have a timely and significant impact on these issues, we can't each do our own thing individually, nor can we address these issues in a silo. Did you ever think that you would see a time when community revitalization, the environment, and volunteerism would be center on the national stage? Did you? With your experience and expertise, you're in the perfect position to make sure we take advantage of this unique moment in time. And while they sound like very different issues, they're clearly interconnected. And by thinking about them together, we can achieve more in each. More community investment for better housing, better schools, and better services. A healthier environment, a more sustainable environment, and a better protected environment. More numerous volunteers, but also volunteers who are more engaged and more impactful. I saw it all come together a few weeks ago in a project down in Houston where we were working on homes that had been devastated by last year's hurricane. I'm sure you can visualize the street. There were 70-year-old row homes that were built for factory workers nearby, elderly residents who had raised their families there and could name everyone who had ever lived on the street, even though some of the lots were vacant because the abandoned homes had been razed. They didn't have stainless steel appliances. They hadn't had new appliances in a long time, but they were very thankful for their window air conditioning units. And if you had asked someone a year ago whether these houses would have stood through a hurricane, they probably would have told you there wasn't much of a chance. But we banded together with volunteers from the community, from Home Depot stores, and from a local middle school. We repaired those homes, but we ensured that they were better. We repaired the roofs, we insulated them, we replaced old doors and planted trees. Every volunteer on that site learned about the benefits we were bringing to those homes and the long-term impacts that would benefit the elderly residents. And we were accomplishing work that the residents hadn't been able to do in an entire year, trying by themselves. But I think the most powerful thing we did that day was I learned when I talked to one of the residents. She was in her late 50s. She was taking care of her elderly mother and was really just trying to get by. First, she was in awe that this swarm of people had descended on her house to help her, and not a one knew her. She really didn't know that people organized to come together to help neighbors in this way. And lastly, she told me that she was going to find a way to volunteer to help other people. I hope you'll agree that that was a successful project. I know each of you have similar stories that demonstrate the power of what we're doing every day, and I hope this conference has given you additional tools to positively impact your communities. So what I ask is that you remember what you learned during these last 3 days and challenge yourself to do better for our communities, for our volunteers, and for the environment to help solve today's most pressing issues. Because by thoughtfully bringing your knowledge, experience, and volunteers to bear on our communities, we really can significantly improve the economic, social, and environmental issues facing America's families and cities now and for the future. Thank you for your time today and safe travels home.